Hello, Flickering Myth family, and all you Sanderson sister lovers out there. My name is EJ Marino, and we have a new review today. Yes, for this video, I'm going to be diving into my feelings on Hocus Pocus 2. Growing up, I loved the original Hocus Pocus. Max was one of my favorite characters. I had like a really big crush on him. I loved the Sanderson sisters. Sarah Jessica Parker was another one of my crushes. Truly, I loved this film. Bette Midler ate it up. It was like a perfect Halloween treat for me every year. I would watch things like Addams Family Values. I would watch Hocus Pocus. I would watch so many movies. Nightmare Before Christmas. This was in my rotation. So I was a bit intrigued when they announced a Hocus Pocus 2. It's been like long rumored. I mean, we've seen fake Facebook posters for this movie for like a decade now. So they were working on it, and I was seeing some stuff about it, and I was curious on what the route they were going to go with it. I knew it was going to be a long delayed sequel, which is usually not my favorite thing. They usually don't work out in its favor, especially for sequels. Now they're also trying to like capture a cult classic in a bottle again, which is hard to, get that kind of magic again. And I will say that magic was not there for me this time. This was definitely manufactured nostalgia, manufactured camp, which is the biggest offense here. Camp and these kind of over-the-top, kind of queer appeal, but a bit of a fun family film, the little ooky spooky vibes. These are real specific things, and when you try to make that purposely, it never works out. It's like when you try to make a purposely bad movie, then they just don't really come out as good as a true bad movie. Like, we don't really love Snakes on a Plane or Sharknado, but we love movies that are bad, like The Room. So yeah, I'm hurt to say it because I wanted this to work out, but there was just things missing for this. There was just an element of Hocus Pocus 2 that I just wasn't connecting with. I'll kind of dive into the characters and the overall plot in a minute, but yeah, I just wasn't engaged by it as much as I wanted to. It's weird because there's elements here that I'm like, oh, that's cute. Like there's a little musical number when the witches first get here. All three of them, I mean, Kathy Najimy, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Bette Midler, are doing their damn thing. Actually, even Hannah Waddingham from Ted Lasso, she even has a little role in here that I was just like, hell yeah, you're great. But I just wasn't happy with the jokes that they were given. I wasn't happy with some of the route the plot went, some of the product placement. Again, product placement can go around to being like, that's so bad that it's kind of fun, or it could just be bad. This one was just kind of bad. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Walgreens. Come on, really? That whole scene in that ugly, oddly lit Walgreens. Anyways, yeah, I'm hurt by this movie almost. But I'm also not shocked. It's a long delayed sequel to a very cult classic campy movie that wasn't well loved when it first came out. So yeah, were they going to be able to do it again? I didn't think so, and they didn't. And it kind of hurts, but honestly, who's really shocked that Hocus Pocus 2 isn't an absolute masterpiece? In this movie, we see Anne Fletcher, who is mostly known for TV work, and this definitely feels like a TV episode or extended TV movie. She directs a pretty interesting Hocus Pocus plot. Not exactly the route I would have went, but it's basically these three girls, well, two of them, and one of them is kind of off doing her own thing, that she's trying to get back in with the group, but it's that awkward stuff in high school, middle school, where you don't really know what's going on with your friends group. So yeah, two of them think they conjure up the Sanderson sisters, and yeah, they're here. They're back, and these girls have to kind of deal with the witches. There's a cute moment where they try to tell them that they're not teenagers, that they're actually just older girl, like 40-year-olds, and there's cute moments here. What I think the cutest is in the early of the beginning of it, kind of the cold open, we get young Sanderson sisters. I did not like them. Then I turned back around and went, at this point they should have just been the whole movie. They were the best. They really understood the assignment more than I think the actual three main character girls did. That's again the tone of this. It's hard to capture because they're trying to manufacture the tone, the fun vibes, that campiness that we got from the original Hocus Pocus, and trying to make that. It's hard to do, and it's definitely, you can see the plot trying to not go the same rehash route and trying to add a cute young feminist girl flair to it, which wasn't bad. It's definitely trying to speak to the demographic, but it just wasn't as good of a plot. And I know like Virgin lights a black flame candle and has to go with the girl he has a crush on and his little sister wasn't like the Citizen Kane of plots, but I just thought I liked the original one better, and I don't want to really compare the two, but kind of hard not to. Yeah, so the plot was cute. The girls were fine. I was really amazed by young Sanderson sisters. Kind of wish we would have got them. Maybe give them a Disney Plus TV show at this point. Who cares? You guys need content, so give something. At least that's fun, and maybe that might be better. Yeah, wow. This movie really gave me a lot to think about and also nothing to think about. Oh, these Disney sequels and remakes lately. Well, another day, another meh Disney movie. I wanted to like Hocus Pocus too. I saw some of my friends do early reactions and they seemed to like it. I just did not connect with it as they did. I honestly forced myself to get through this. I honestly could have turned it off halfway through, but I wanted to get through, give my full feelings, and I honestly could have left halfway through and still gave you the same vibes. Alright everyone, what did you think of this review? What do you think of Hocus Pocus 2? Are you into it? Were you a fan and I'm just like completely not grabbing what they were selling? Or do you agree with me that this feels like forced campiness and forced nostalgia? Share your feelings down in the comments below. Subscribe to Flickering Myth and give us a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Alright everyone, let's talk about Hocus Pocus 2.